Greetings, Jedi Traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for May 10th, 2016. We are in week 19. As always, please seek financial advice when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, here we are, week 19. There we are. 3 markets, and looking at the crude today, 7 setups for a total of 141 ticks. Rolling on the NQ, that's right, rolling on the NQ. And lesson. What is the lesson on today's market? When it's all green and you got that bias in your head that says, oh no, it's overbought, it's going up too high, and all of a sudden what happens? It just keeps going higher. So remember, Jedi traders, keep this chart on the wall, on the mirror, in front of your trading monitors. This is what we look for each day, even though this is the rarity. It doesn't happen all the time, every day. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. But there it is, 50 above 144. It doesn't take much more to see that the 50 EMA holding above the 144 here. Price action to the upside on all 3 indices across the board. Here you're thinking, oh, that's it. It's coming down. We went up too high. Too much for the day, and all of a sudden what does it do? It just defies all your bias and continues to the upside. Now, we're not talking, maybe you didn't get all of it, but it would have been nice if you got a small piece of the pie. That would have been a nice move. All right, so taking a look at one re-entry after another. Here was the end of the day. Look at that, 4-hour trade here on the NQ. That's right, re-entry and a pullback. Yep, missed the first entry. On 4 charts in the green, NQ re-entered on a pullback after a soft pullback here. 2 red candles and just remained in the trend all the way up to, that's right, the 144 EMA. We'll see that here on the daily pick in a minute. So what keeps you in the trend? Multiple moving averages. Here we see the ES on multiple studies, strategies, whatever you're watching. It's the Heikin Ashi bars, resistance at the 50. Maybe it's a T350 EMA that we've been watching lately, or a 50 EMA, whatever it might be. It's about letting your winners run and cutting those losses and not looking for the highest probability setup. So whether it was the ES or the NQ to the upside, it was all about staying in the trend, including the YM today. So there it is, trend of the day on the crude and on the indices. That's right. Let's jump right in to the crude here. Price action on the crude from the get-go is up in the green here, regaining some of those higher numbers off the lows from the last couple sessions. Price action again right there, gold standard setup, the 50 above the 144 for the majority of the session here, and there it is. Buy signal to the upside, not taking the counter trend, remaining with the trend. Here it is, 3 charts in the green. You're back to the long, and by this point, market action just simply chopped away. You had a nice another buy signal up here, 4 charts in the green. Go with the highest probability there. So a solid setup in the AM session. Again, all 3 indices today to the upside. There it was. The YM in the lead here today, leading index right from the get-go. That was post maybe 1 minute. There it is. Solid body, tail down, tail up, excuse me. And soft pullback opportunity back to the upside, pullback, re-entry, or just simply riding it high as price action continued to make, that's right, higher lows all the way up throughout the session. And there it is. Big picture on the 51.44. It doesn't take a lot to let's go ahead and widen that open. That's what you want to see. Price action maintaining. Now go to a higher time frame. When you have a time frame like this and you're seeing a lot more noise, this is a 1-minute chart. You simply change it. You just maybe go to a 2-minute chart. All right, or perhaps a 3-minute chart, which keeps the trend in play even that much longer. All right, so there's our YM. Nice run on the YM today. Let's take a look at the NQ again. NQ took a couple minutes to catch up there. It wasn't right out of the pocket right there. That was about post 14, 15 minutes of the market open. 50 was above the 144 already. Price action was above the 50 and the 144 right there from the get-go, but we didn't have all the crossovers in sync. But there it was, 4 charts in the green eventually, and then a little bit of chop sideways. It was this entry right here at around 10:30 that I missed the buy signal, but like you saw here in the beginning, was able to get in on the pullback here. Didn't take me out on the stop and continued to the upside, and there exited around the 144 EMA. All green in the color means you're all in the trend to the upside. Hang on a sec. There it is, 50 above 144 on the YM. On the that was the YM chart, excuse me, the 5144 here. So very nice trend throughout the session all the way to the upside. All right, let's wrap it up with the ES. ES to the upside, buy signal again, post 14 minutes, 12 minutes. Yeah, it was post 14 minutes right there. First initial get-go was only 2 charts in the green. Pullback had 3 charts in the green. You might have gotten in here, but then right here, solid body, tail up, buy signal here. All right, buy signal here. There it is, buy signal, solid body, tail up, 4 charts in the green. And there you are back at about 944, price action holding above the 5144. And for the remainder of the session, it was all to the upside. So what set this off? Let's take a look. Do we have any important econ data today? Not really that much. Redbook and Jolts, wholesale trade, and that was our big picture for the day as the AD line. That's right. Let's take a look at the AD line supporting that move to the upside. AD line from the get-go was all in the long and just held above that 10-period moving average, finally plateaued out in the afternoon session. All right, did market hit any of those Fibonacci targets? Well, oh my gosh, they didn't just hit them, they just screamed higher. 43, 47, 50 on the midnight open here on the NQ as she rolled up past the target high, 43, 68, 50, never looking back. Not even coming close to those downside targets. Did we hit that YM? Oh, yes, we did. There it is. 1770 with a midnight open here at 17691. And the ES here, taking a look. Fibonacci target 206750, and as we'll see here in a couple minutes, left an open gap on us. 2059.25 midnight open, so fib targets high were hit for today's session. Let's take a look at the daily gaps here. Price action on the markets here. Daily ES leaving that open gap here at 2058.75. Yep, what does that mean? Just like the crude, eventually will come down and close those open gaps. So keep those numbers on the charts as the YM taking care of business. Closed out yesterday's gap. No major open gaps below. And here we go, back upside to the 2015 highs. Bounce off the 38% on the NQ. What do we have? Any treats on the NQ? Oh, yes we do. We got some open gaps up ahead. We'll see if we go and capture those, or do we come back down and grab that 40.17? Well, that's yet to be seen. As let's check out the volume profile. Price action migrating away from that 600-day VPOC very nicely here on the YM, down 546. NQ again on the upswing off 42.81 as a little bit of consolidation there over last week and the last couple days. And ES popping above 2066.50. Crude just doing the sideways shuffle here. So where are we on the daily big pick? Let's go ahead and open up that crude for you. Daily crude here, T3 moving averages still to the downside, but getting a nice move upside. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart as price action on a 1-day chart. Price action here on a daily, again, open gaps to the downside that we just saw in the daily gap chart, but we're holding on that 23 fib retracement. Fib extension still to the upside here, 47.97. T3 moving averages, we have the 50 EMA right here. Price action button up right against that, but it was the bounce off that 144 EMA on a 4-hour chart. So do we respect that 144 EMA? Absolutely. Let's take a look at the NQ. NQ right there, right to the 144 EMA today. 50 EMA broke through. T3 moving averages on a pullback in a downwards trend. Remember, 50 is way below the 144. So key line in the sand here as we coming up to the 200 and the 50. So next couple days, decision time, decision time. That's what you want to look ahead for. But always watching the intraday charts for the directions. Always be ready in both directions. But knowing where the bigger picture is, momentum, volume slightly declining here on increasing price. But that doesn't play as much role to me. We can increase in price action with low volume, then volume kicks in and takes it higher. 144 EMA, 50 EMA still coming close. We're still in a downwards trend, backwards in the green. T3 moving averages upside. Price action breaking above after some resistance here last week and the beginning of this week here at the 50 exponential moving average overnight session, giving us that lift. Same picture here, pretty tight here on the YM, 50 EMA 144, about to cross back upside. Tomorrow we'll watch for that daily trend, see if that trend changes and we're back into an uptrend on the YM as we bounce off the perspective 50 EMAs. All right, what are we looking at tomorrow for econ data? MBA mortgage applications should move somewhat of the market. EIA, petroleum, always going to move the market. Treasury budget in the afternoon. Really, Jedi traders, focus on Friday session. Whole host of economic data. All right, that concludes today's daily trend. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information and my trading session focus. Make sure you check out my futures, ETF, and market cap leaders on the weekend as getting a big picture for the overall market covering the futures to the indices, industrials, and total stock market. Make sure you check out the weekly supplemental, a nice addition to the weekly analysis, a 98-page document covering a variety of different markets using trend momentum. Where are we at currently? This trader has no crystal ball, as I usually say. I leave it to the experts, and you simply, if you know where the momentum is, you be ready every day. Always look for a pullback for an opportunity, especially if you are in trend in one direction. My mantra is one simple strategy: any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you discipline. You can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day, good night, and good trading.